Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the class. Yesterday, we have finished our second chapter, and now we will start the third chapter. And the name of the chapter is From Gathering to Growing Food. In this chapter, we will learn about uh, the people, how they shifted from gatherers to farmers. Earlier, people used to be hunter and gatherer, and with the passage of time, there was some changes occurred in the environment of the earth. The temperature raised, and because of this rise in temperature, so many changes took place in earth, and one of the most important changes that the early human experienced was the starting of farming and rearing of animals. We have, I told you about this in the previous chapter also, but in this chapter, we will discuss this in a very detailed manner. Okay, so we are going to start the chapter. In this, we see that the chapter starts with the lunchbox of a girl named Nuno. She was eating her favorite food, boiled rice, squash, pumpkins, beans, and meat. Her grandmother had grown the squash, pumpkin, and beans in the little garden plot at the back of her house. She remembered the food had been so different when she had been to Madhya Pradesh as part of a school trip. It was hot and spicy. Why was that so? So, what we find that her favorite food is boiled rice, squash, pumpkins, beans, and meat. And all these farm items such as squash, pumpkins, and beans has been grown by her grandmother at the back of her house. Okay, and once she went in a school trip to Madhya Pradesh, where she the food she ate were very different from the food which she is having at her own place. So we find that there is a variety of foods available mm, in different places. People eat different kind of food at different places. Okay, so today, most of our food, such as fruits, vegetables, grain, milk, and meat, comes from plants that are grown and animals that are reared. Whatever we eat, uh, it may be fruit, vegetable, grain, all these things, we get all these things from plants, isn't it? And we also eat milk and meat. These things we get from animals. So the two main source of our food is the farming activity. Through farming activity we get our food. Through different plants which the farmer grows, we get our food. And by the animals which are reared by the people, we get our food. So these are the two sources of food for us, the plants and the animals. Plants are farmed by the farmers. Plants are planted by the farmers. They are grown by the farmers, and animals are reared by the people whose main occupation is animal rearing. Okay, so different plants grow in different condition. For all types of plant, there is need of different condition. If we see, there is a one grain rice, which is our one of the staple food. We also eat rice. We like rice very much. So for the for in order to grow rice, we need more water than wheat and barley. If we want to grow wheat, then we will be in need of lesser water than the rice. Okay, so what happens? The areas which receive high rainfall, those areas are suitable for the cultivation of rice. But the areas which does not receive high rainfall, in those areas wheat cultivation is suitable. Okay, so farmers grow some crops in some areas and not in other areas. यही कारण है कि हमें सारी चीजें एक जगह नहीं मिलती हैं। कुछ चीजें कुछ पर्टिकुलर जगह की जो कंडीशंस होती हैं, दोज कंडीशंस आर फेवरेबल टू ग्रो दोज फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स और ग्रेन। तो वो चीजें सिर्फ वहीं पर ग्रो करती हैं। ठीक है, इसी तरह से there are different animals, and for all the animals there is need of different environment. If we see, for example, sheep and goat, they can survive more easily than cattle in dry and hilly environment. If the environment is dry and hilly, then the cattle, it will be tough to rear cattle because they will not survive that type of environment, dry environment and hilly environment. But if in dry and hilly environment we rear sheep and goat, then they can survive easily. So in the people who live in hilly areas, they usually, in common, it's very common feature that they rear sheep and goat. So we see that how different types of food is available in all the places, and this variety of food is there because of difference in environment. Okay, now we will see how the farming and herding means that rearing of the animal, एनिमल्स को पालने का जो काम हुआ, दैट इज कॉल्ड हर्डिंग. तो वी विल सी कि हाउ फार्मिंग एंड हर्डिंग started. Okay, in chapter 2 we have discussed about this, that the climate of the world started to change, and the change was towards what? The change was towards temperature rise. The temperature of the earth was rising around 12,000 years ago, and because of this temperature rise, what happened, that many grasslands were grown. Okay, and in this way, what happened, then men, women and children, they started to observe several things. Okay, now they were seeing that the places where edible plants were found, how seeds broke off stalks, fell on the ground and new plants sprouted from them. All these things were completely new things. People have never experienced such things earlier. It was happening, and people were observing all these things, that how they're watching that some edible plants, some grain bearing plants are growing on their own. Okay, and these grain bearing plants, these are the grains are seeds. They broke off stalks, then they fell on the ground, and when they fell on the ground, what happens, after some times a new plant sprouts from them. So this kind of thing is very normal for us. We all know all these things, that a plant grows by a seed, and when it grows, it has leaves, then it gives flower, then it gives fruit, and in this fruit we found the seed, and this seed, if we sow this seed in the soil, then we will get a new plant. So all these things are very normal for us at present. But at that time, around 12,000 years ago, it was a very peculiar thing, and people, men, women, children, all were observing all these things. Okay, and what also started, that people started looking after the plants because they knew that these plants are grain bearing plants, and if they don't look after these plants, then what happen, the grains will be eaten by the birds and animals, and the plants will not be able to grow, and seeds will not be able to ripe. So people started protecting these grain bearing plants, and in this way people were turning to farmers. The hunters and gatherers were turning to farmers. अभी तक जो हंटिंग करते थे, अभी तक जो गैदरिंग करते थे, अब वो क्या बन रहे हैं, अब वो फार्मर बन रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे आर प्रोटेक्टिंग द प्लांट्स. Okay, so women, men, and children could also attract and then tame animals by leaving food for them near their shelter. Now, one development was that the people were becoming farmers. From hunter and gatherers, people were now becoming farmers. And the second development was also taking place at that time, and it was that people, women, men, and children, they started attracting the animals. How they started attracting the animals? By leaving food for them. They started leaving some food for the animals near their homes. And when the animals come to know about the food, they came there and have the food. And in this way, slowly people started to tame these animals. What happened, at present also you can experience this. If you start giving food to any particular animal one day or 2 day, then what you will find, that every day that animal will come to your place, or your come near your house in search of food. तो दिस इज द नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट ऑफ द एनिमल्स. जहाँ भी उन्हें फूड मिलता है एक दिन, फिर वो वहां पर हर दिन जाकर देखते हैं. तो इन द सेम वे थिंग्स वर हैपनिंग. People were leaving food for animals, and they were having those food, and then they were coming next day also for the food. So, in this way, slowly people started to tame the animal. Okay, and this is very important. The first animal to be tamed was the wild ancestors of the dog. Dog के जो wild ancestors थे, वो इनके पहली बारी उनको उन एनिमल्स को हमने टेम किया था. ठीक है, वाइल्ड एंसेस्टर्स. एंसेस्टर्स क्या हुए, जो उनके पीछे के जनरेशन के लोग थे. देवर पीछे के जनरेशन के जो डॉग्स थे, they were the wild dogs. So these wild dogs were the first animals to be first animal to be tamed. Okay, then after that what happened, that people encouraged animals that were relatively gentle to come near the camps where they lived. People wanted to tame only those animals which were gentle. The animals which were very aggressive and violent, people used to be away from those animals, because those animals were dangerous for the existence of the people. And people wanted to tame only those animals who were gentle. So they attracted these gentle animals by giving them food. And these gentle animals, comparatively, relatively gentle. We are not saying that they are very gentle, they were always gentle, but they were relatively gentle. Relatively मतलब, अगर हम कंपैरिजन करें अदर एनिमल से, तो ये उनके कंपैरिजन में जेंटल थे. ओके, तो these animals included sheep, goat, cattle, and also the pig, lived in herds and most of them ate grass. ये जो animals थे, sheep, goat, cattle, pig, ये सब gentle, relatively gentle animal थे. Gentle मतलब बहुत सीधे टाइप के, शांत टाइप के, ठीक है. एंड ये जो एनिमल्स थे ये हर्ड में रहते थे. इनका एक ग्रुप होता था, झुंड होता था. हर्ड्स मीन ग्रुप. They used to live in group and most of them were grass eating animals. These were grass eating animals and people protected these animals from attacks by other wild animals. This is how they become herder. So how people were protecting these animals from wild animals, just like we have seen that people started protecting the grain bearing plants from other animals and birds. In the same way, now people started to protect these gentle animals from the wild animals, and now they were becoming herders. Okay, now we will learn something about domestication. What is the meaning of domestication? Okay, domestication is a process in which people grow plants and look after animals. Okay, so it is important. What is domestication? Domestication is the name given to the process in which people grow plants and look after animals. And what happens when the people, the human being, start taking care of plants and animals, then these plants and animals which are being taken care by the people become different from wild plants and animals. They become different. Why they become different? Because people select plants and animals for domestication. It's not कि किसी को भी हमने पालना शुरू कर दिया, किसी भी एनिमल को हमने पालना शुरू कर दिया या किसी भी प्लांट को हमने प्रोटेक्ट करना शुरू कर दिया. नहीं, there was some reason behind this selection. People selected a particular plant or animal for domestication. And what was the basis of the selection? The basis of the selection was that they wanted to select those plants and animals which were healthy. The first important thing. किसी भी ऐसे एनिमल या प्लांट को वो नहीं सेलेक्ट करते थे जो कि किसी तरह का जिसको डिजीज हो. तो what was the basis of selection of the animals for domestication? For what was the basis for selection of the plants for domestication? The first basis was that these plants and animals should not have any disease. They should be healthy. ठीक है. उसके अलावा द सेकेंड थिंग जो थी जिसके बेसिस पे वो सेलेक्ट करते थे कि किन प्लांट्स को हमें प्रोटेक्ट करना है, दोज प्लांट्स विच हैव लार्ज साइज ग्रेन्स और भी प्लांट्स में थे बट जिसमें स्मॉल साइज ग्रेन्स थे. द फार्मर्स, द पीपल do not use to protect those small size grain bearing plant, but they protected the large size grain bearing plants, and people protected those plants which have strong stalks. अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टॉक्स नहीं होंगे तो वो उनको प्रोटेक्ट नहीं करते थे क्योंकि वो जानते थे कि इफ द स्टॉक्स आर weak then it will not survive for long. Okay. और जैसे ही उसमें राइप होगा ग्रेन जो है वो राइप होगा, then what will happen, the because of weight of the ripe grain the stalks will fall. So they preferred only large sized grain and strong stalks, having strong stalks and capable of bearing the weight of ripe grain. Okay, seeds from selected plants are preserved and sown to ensure that new plants and seeds will have the सेम क्वालिटीज। तो जो उनके डिजायरेबल प्लांट्स थे, which were the desirable plants? The plants which were healthy, which were not having any kind of disease, the plant which were having large size grain and which have strong stalks, which were capable of bearing the weight of the ripe grain. These type of plants were protected by the people, and what they did, they selected seeds of these plants and preserved these seeds, and then they sow these seeds so that they can get the same qualities, the same type of plant from these seeds. Okay, and this is about the uh, plants. What was the basis for the selection of the plants? Now we will discuss about animal. Which animals were selected by people for the purpose of rearing? Okay, for the purpose of breeding. Which animals were selected? The criteria which was set by people कि कौन से animal को हम सेलेक्ट करते हैं प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, उनकी उनके रियरिंग करने के लिए, उनकी ब्रीडिंग के लिए। तो सबसे पहली चीज जो कि पहले ही बताया मैंने, दे शुड बी रिलेटिवली जेंटल। ओके, as a result, gradually domesticated animals and plants become different from wild animals and plants. For example, the teeth and horns of wild animals are usually much larger than those of domesticated animals. In this, you can, I'm telling you, uh, because people were selecting a particular type of plant, a particular type of animal. So gradually, with the passage of time, what happened that the animals and plants which were protected by the people and animals and plants which were not protected by the people, um, both these type of plant and animals became different from each other. As we can see, the wild animals who are not protected by the people, these wild animals have to protect their life themselves. No one is there to protect them. They have to protect their lives themselves. So what we find that these wild animals have larger teeth and larger horns than those of domesticated animals, क्योंकि उनको खुद को प्रोटेक्ट करना था, तो उनके जो टीथ होते थे वो भी बड़े होते थे और जो हॉर्न्स होते थे वो भी बड़े होते थे। इन दिस पिक्चर यू कैन सी दिस इज द टीथ ऑफ अ domesticated animal. Okay, and this is the teeth of a wild animal. In this picture we can see the teeth of the domesticated animal is small, and the teeth of the uh, wild animal is large. So in this way we find that both these becoming different from each other. Okay, so domestication was not a process which started just one day. No, it was a gradual process. It was taking place slowly and slowly. Okay, and it's not that in all the part of the world, everywhere there was the process of domestication started at the same time. No, it's not like that. In every part of the world, this process of domestication started at different times. Normally, we say that it started 12,000 years ago, but it does not mean that in all parts of the world the process of domestication started 12,000 years ago. No, it's not like that. Okay, so the process started at different places at different times. and the life of the human being started to change. The life of the human being, which was the human being who was leading the life of a hunter and a gatherer, now he was becoming a farmer and a herder. Okay, and the earliest plants which were domesticated were wheat and barley. Just now we have seen now the first animal which was tamed, which was domesticated, was wild dogs, and the first earliest plants which were domesticated were wheat and barley. Okay, and this after dog, the other animals which were domesticated were sheep and goat. So this is important to know. Now we will see that a new way of life started when people were hunter and gatherer, and at that time people were having different type of life. People used to move from one place to another because of in search of food. They can't live at a place permanently. They have to move. All they were always on move. We have discussed the reason now. What was the reason for movement of the people? Because at one place, when they use up all the resources, all the animals were being hunted by the people, all the fruits and other plant produce has been used up by the people. Now they have to move to a new place in search of food. So people were leading a life of uh, they were not permanently settled anywhere. But now when they started farming, now what happened, that there was need to live at that place where they have started the farming, because now they have to look after the plants, they have to look after the animals, and it takes so many days uh, to if we sow a plant in the soil, then it grows up uh, in a very long time, then it starts bearing flowers and fruits and seeds, and then it needs to be protected, then the seeds will ripen. So all these process will take so many days, so many weeks and months, and in some cases the whole process took a year also. So now people had to stay in the same place for a long time, because they can't leave that place, because they have to look after the plants, they have to water the plants, they have to weeding was also to be done. जो unwanted plants हो जाते हैं उनको हटाना, that is weeding. Okay, driving away animals and birds, all these things uh, uh, was to be done by human being, जब तक कि ग्रेन जो है वो राइप न हो जाए. तो इन दिस वे वी सी that the people now have to stay at one place, they can't move from one place to another, and in this way people started to live permanently at a place. Okay, and grain had to be stored for both food and seed. Okay, now grains, whatever rice we eat, wheat hai, barley hai, all these are grains, these grains are seeds. We eat the seeds only. Okay, now uh, these seeds have to be stored, these seeds were to be stored by people for the purpose of eating, for the purpose of food, and they have to keep it aside for the purpose of seed also, so that they can sow the seed again, and a new plant will come out from these seeds, and new grains will uh, come out. Okay, so now people has to had to think of ways of storing it, कैसे store करें, बिकॉज सारे ग्रेन्स जो हैं वो तो एक समय में राइप हुए और उनको निकाल लिया गया, तोड़ लिया गया. नाउ these grains have to be stored by the people. So it was at that time people were not that resourceful, so it was a problem for them how to store the grain. And in many parts of the subcontinent, people started making large clay pots, and in these clay pots they put the grains, they stored the grains, and they also wove baskets, and in these baskets they used to store the grains. Or many times what they did, they dug pits into the ground, and then in these pits they stored the seeds. So these were the various ways uh, which people adopted for the purpose of storing the food, storing the seeds, making large clay pots or wove baskets or dug pits into the ground. Okay, so in this way we see that how people were becoming farmer, from hunter gatherer to farmer and herder. Now we will discuss the chapter in the next.